Hi and welcome along to Repairing Lawnmowers for Profit. In this video we're going to look at some cheap diaphragm and gasket sets that I bought off eBay, and if they work correctly I'm going to put a link to the actual provider of these in the description of this video down below here. So we're going to get started right now. If this is your first time on Repairing Lawnmowers for Profit, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification as well. That'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on the channel. And of course, one great thing is it's free. I'm going to take this lawnmower, which I know is running correctly, and I'm actually going to fit these new eBay diaphragm and gasket sets on this mower. Just to prove it's all working correctly first, let's just fire this mower up. There we go, as you can see that mower's running correctly, there's no revving up and down or anything like that. And basically it's a good idea to just use a mower you know is going to run correctly before trying these new parts out. The reason for filming this video is just there's a lot of dodgy parts going around, especially on eBay, as eBay appears to be getting worse and worse as the years go by. But the other day I managed to find a mower company that was based in the UK. I bought these spark plugs, which are NGKs, B2 LM ones. These are the ones I use. I don't buy anything else but them for my mowers. I've had no problems with these over the years. And I also bought myself a few more of these diaphragm and gasket sets. If only I could remember where I'd put them, I could carry on filming this video. So I was actually down to my final one of these. I've had these for a long time now. I think I bought 100 of these and I can't remember the seller. I think I'd saved the seller but he didn't have any. So I've been on eBay and I've bought these. So let's just, before we do anything, let's just take the two out of the packet and let's see if we can notice any differences whatsoever. So this one on the left, these are the original ones that I've been using. So a little bit of writing on the reverse of these. And you can see the difference here. I've not tried these yet, but you look at the difference in colour. This might be because this is old, and this might be because it's new. But until I try it, I won't know. Now the reason I'm filming the video again is I actually saw a video on Martin Butler's Retro Restore channel, and he said beware of these cheap patent parts. So I'm going to test this in my mower, but I have to say already, this looks really thin compared to this. Or it feels really thin compared to this. And let's just put it on the machine. And let's see if we have a problem. So to do this repair I need to strip down the diaphragm and gasket out of this carburettor and take it off the actual mower. I'm going to put a link below this video in the description as actual video of mine on YouTube showing you how to do this actual repair and actually replace this diaphragm and gasket. So I will link to that below this, and for now I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is remove the air filter box in this housing here. It'll only take me a few minutes, and the diaphragm and gasket actually sits here between the tank and this carburettor, and this is what causes your lawnmower to rev up and down and not deliver fuel properly. Nothing to do with the governor springs. It's actually a diaphragm and gasket set. And I watched a video of Martin's recently and he put a new one in here, and it ran for about 30 seconds and that was it. That was basically the end of the life of this gasket. Okay, so let's remove this diaphragm and gasket. This has been on a while actually on my own lawnmower. You can usually tell how worn these are by this little part here. You can see there how wrinkled up it is. And on these pattern parts that I've been seeing going around, basically the whole thing's just disintegrated. It's kind of rolled up on itself. So I'm going to take this new one here and we're going to put this new one on. So I'm going to set this on here, and I have to say, and I probably regret saying this, but it really does feel quite thin, but I think it's just because the difference of the ones I've used for so long. As I think I've said, I paid I think it was about £1 each for these, so I really do up the work, and I bought 10. And what I'm going to do, if they're all alright and I know they're from a reputable dealer and everything's real, I'll probably buy 100 of these when I'm done filming this video. I'm not going to do anything else with this carburettor, as I know it's running okay. Normally I would service it, but I don't want to change anything apart from the diaphragm and gasket. So I'm going to slide this back together and quickly bolt this back on, and let's see if it runs. We've got everything nicely lined up, and I've just slid this carburetor back on the top. And what I normally do is just go around these screws, and we'll just tighten these up, working across each other diagonally, and we'll nip them up nice and neat. Let's test this mower out then, and we'll just give this a go. Let's hope we found a really good reliable source of diaphragm and gaskets from eBay. Let's test this mower out. I'm hoping it runs for more than 30 seconds. The general problems with the patent parts of these normally curl up within about 30 seconds, so let's give this mower a try. So this mower's starting and running. I'm not quite sure it's running as well as it was before, and it seems to be running a little bit slower. I think I found the cause why it's just running down a little bit in tempo, if you like. It's just running a little bit slow. There's hardly any fuel left in there. So I'm going to fill this up with fuel, and just as a test, I'm going to actually cut my grass and leave it running for a good 5-10 minutes, and let's just see if everything works as it should. So there we go, we've found a decent retailer of these diaphragm and gasket sets on eBay. Be very aware of these copied parts. Luckily for us, we found someone that actually sells genuine ones of these, and that's always nice to know. So I think that trader on eBay deserves a link in the listing below this video. You'll find a link to his shop. From there you can search for the parts you want, and you can be sure that this trader's selling the correct parts, and you're not going to spend time messing about with really bad diaphragm and gaskets. Brilliant, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I've got over 5,000 subscribers now, so if you've not subscribed already, be sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell notification as well. That way you can keep up to date with all the videos that I'm doing and you won't miss a thing, and of course it's free. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again very shortly.